the real problem we all face. There comes a point in every life where you look around and realize there's so much happening that you don't understand, don't agree with, and can't control. People change, plans fall apart, life moves in ways you never expected. And no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to hold everything together. You worry about the future, you replay the past, you carry stress that was never meant to live inside you. You try to control outcomes, you try to control people, you try to control life, and slowly, you start to feel tired on the inside. Many people live like this forever, fighting with reality, arguing with life, trying to bend the world into what they want it to be, and suffering when it doesn't obey. But what if the problem isn't life? What if the problem is what we expect to control? We cannot control everything. The truth is simple, but not easy. You cannot control everything. You cannot control other people's opinions. You cannot control what the world thinks of you. You cannot control the past, and the future will never fully belong to you. But there is something you can control, and that difference is the key to peace, strength, clarity, and inner freedom. The Stoics called it the dichotomy of control, understanding what belongs to you and what never did. This series is your journey into that wisdom. In the next chapters, we are going to walk step by step together. We will understand what you truly control, learn to release what you don't, train the only battlefield that matters, your inner world, and build a life that remains strong, no matter what happens. And now, your journey begins. Episode 1, Understanding What Truly Belongs to You. There is a simple idea that has the power to change how you experience life. Some things are within your control and some things are not. The Stoics taught that most of our emotional suffering comes from mixing these two together. We try to control the uncontrollable. We try to force outcomes that were never ours. We fight with reality, and reality always wins. So let's separate the two. What you cannot control. You cannot truly control other people's opinions, what others think of you. Whether someone stays or leaves, the past, luck, fate, or every result in life. You can influence, but you cannot control. And every time you chase control outside of your power, you feel anxious, frustrated, insecure, and exhausted. What you can't control. But there is a place where your power lives. You can control your choices, your thoughts, your effort, your discipline, your character, your response to what happens. This is the part of life that belongs completely to you. Your inner world, your actions, your integrity. Everything else is weather. Imagine your life is 2 circles. Circle 1, things you can't control. Circle 2, things you cannot. Every time you invest energy in circle 2, you lose peace. Every time you bring your focus back to circle 1, you gain strength. This is not theory, this is a way of living, a practical exercise. This week, whenever something stresses you, ask, is this in my control or not? If the answer is no, release it. Stop arguing with reality. If the answer is yes, act with discipline, do your best, then let go of the outcome, because your job is effort, not outcome. This is where inner freedom begins. Not a fragile peace that breaks easily, not a fake positivity that denies reality, but a grounded, powerful peace built on clarity. The moment you truly understand what belongs to you and what never did. Life stops feeling like a battle you're losing and becomes a journey you finally know how to walk. episode 1, we learned something simple, but powerful. Life becomes clearer when we separate what we can control from what we cannot. It sounds logical, it sounds reasonable, but understanding it is only the beginning. Because once you clearly see that something is not in your control, a new and far more difficult question emerges. How do you actually let go? Not intellectually, not in theory, but emotionally, in real life, in real moments of fear, rejection, uncertainty, and disappointment. And even more importantly, how do you let go without losing your strength? How do you accept reality without becoming passive, careless, or weak? How do you remain deeply engaged in life while also refusing to be broken by outcomes you cannot command? This is the great challenge of the dichotomy of control. Because most people live trapped between two extremes. Some people try to control absolutely everything. They fixate, they obsess, they stress, panic, worry, chase, force, manipulate, push, demand, and exhaust themselves, trying to make the world obey their expectations. They believe, if I don't fight for control, my life will fall apart. On the other side, there are people who surrender too much. They stop trying. They call it acceptance. But in reality, it is emotional collapse. It is hopelessness dressed as wisdom. It is numbness disguised as peace. Stoicism teaches neither of these. Stoicism is not about domination, and it is not about surrender. Stoicism is about clarity and strength, about knowing where your effort belongs and where your emotional attachment must end. It is about acting fully, or refusing to be enslaved by outcomes. That is what true letting go means. Not laziness, not indifference, not I don't care, but I will give what is mine to give, and I will release what was never mine to keep. This is not weakness. This is power. Acceptance without collapse. Let's go deeper into what letting go without weakness truly means. Because when most people hear the word acceptance, they immediately think of giving up. They imagine someone who stops caring, someone who loses their fire, someone who no longer tries. But that is not acceptance. That is defeat. Stoic acceptance is different. Stoic acceptance is strength with clarity. It means you stand fully in life, you participate fully in life, you care deeply, you try honestly, you give effort sincerely. But you no longer emotionally collapse when life refuses to obey your expectations. You no longer fall apart when outcomes don't go your way. You stop attaching your identity to what is beyond your control. You still move forward. You still build, you still hope, you still love, you still dream. But you no longer anchor your worth to whether everything turns out the way you want it. The emotional misunderstanding most people live in. Here is the silent belief most people carry inside. If I don't control everything, my life will fall apart. If I stop worrying, I will lose. If I accept reality, I lose power. So they cling harder, they fight harder, they worry harder, they stress harder. They believe stress equals strength, they believe tension equals commitment. They believe emotional chaos equals passion. But strength is not panic, strength is not desperation. Strength is not emotional chaos, strength is presence, strength is clarity, strength is calm direction. Letting go is not weakness. Letting go is the refusal to torture yourself with illusions. You still act. You still act, but you stop demanding guarantees.
Stoicism never teaches you to stop acting. It never suggests laziness. It never encourages passivity. Quite the opposite. A Stoic acts fully. A Stoic commits deeply. A Stoic walks forward with effort, discipline, and determination. But a Stoic does not demand the universe to guarantee a result. That is the difference. You still apply for the job, but you understand the decision is not fully yours. You still love people deeply, but you know you cannot control whether they stay. You still pursue dreams, but you know the world owes you nothing. So instead of depending on outcomes, you depend on your character. Instead of depending on perfect circumstances, you depend on your inner strength. Instead of depending on control, you depend on courage. This is emotional maturity. The truth about outcomes were never fully yours. You can influence them, but you cannot own them. You can prepare for the test, but you cannot control every question. You can perform wonderfully, but you cannot control every audience. You can give your heart, but you cannot control how the world treats it. So if you attach your peace to outcomes you do not control, you will always live anxious, afraid of losing, terrified of uncertainty, and constantly defending yourself from possibilities. But when your peace comes from doing what is right, living with integrity, acting with discipline, and responding with wisdom, then life cannot easily break you, because then your peace does not live outside of you. It lives inside. Letting go is choosing reality over illusion. When you let go, what are you really doing? You are choosing reality over fantasy. You are choosing truth over denial. You are choosing presence over obsession. If something already happened, fighting it will not change it. If someone already decided, begging reality will not reverse it. If the moment has already passed, punishing yourself will not bring it back. A Stoic bows to reality not as a sign of defeat, but as an act of respect. Respect for truth, respect for life, respect for themselves. Because denying reality is the fastest way to destroy your peace, and respecting reality is the first step toward freedom. Letting go in practice, real life examples. Letting go may look like this. You try your best in something important, and it doesn't work out. Instead of calling yourself a failure, you say, I gave what was mine to give. The outcome was never fully mine. You love someone sincerely, but they leave. Instead of destroying yourself, you say, I loved well. That part belonged to me. Their choice does not define my worth. You chase a dream, and things move slower than you hoped. Instead of hating life, you say, I remain committed to effort. Results will arrive when they arrive. My job is to keep walking. This mindset does not make you weaker. It makes you resilient. It makes you stable. It makes you powerful enough. The calm strength that appears. When you practice this kind of letting go, something begins to change inside you. Slowly, your nervous system stops living in emergency mode. Your mind stops acting like every moment is a crisis. Your heart stops believing that every outcome determines your worth. You start to breathe differently. You start to think differently. You start to stand differently. You become someone who can face difficulty without immediately collapsing inside. You still feel emotion, because you are human, but emotion no longer owns you. You may feel disappointment, but you are not destroyed. You may feel sadness, but you are not shattered. You may feel uncertainty, but you are not lost. There is a quiet strength developing in you, the kind that does not scream, the kind that does not panic, the kind that does not need to prove itself. This is the strength of acceptance, not the acceptance of defeat, but the acceptance of reality. And from that acceptance, clarity appears. Clarity makes life lighter. When you no longer fight the uncontrollable, life becomes lighter. You stop arguing with what already happened. You stop trying to force the future into submission. You stop twisting yourself emotionally to achieve impossible control. Instead, you begin to ask wiser questions. What is my role here? What part of this situation truly belongs to me? What response aligns with my character? What is the most honorable action I can take? Now your life is no longer driven purely by fear, panic, or ego. It is guided by intention, wisdom, and grounded strength. This is what Stoics meant when they spoke about living in harmony with nature. They didn't just mean trees and mountains. They meant the nature of reality itself. Reality moves, life changes, people go, circumstances shift. To fight this constantly is to fight life itself. To understand it is to live with deeper peace. Emotional detachment versus healthy emotional balance. Let's address something important. Stoicism is not emotional numbness. Stoicism is not coldness. Stoicism is not shutting down. Many people misunderstand Stoics as emotionless statues who feel nothing. That is not wisdom. That is trauma. A Stoic feels deeply, but wisely. A Stoic loves, but does not become enslaved by that love. A Stoic hopes, but is not destroyed when life chooses differently. A Stoic dreams, but does not build their identity entirely on outcomes. They allow emotion to exist without allowing emotion to command. They allow themselves to care without losing themselves in attachment. This is not detachment from life. This is balanced presence in life. Letting go protects your heart without closing it. When you let go properly, you actually protect your heart better. Because what destroys people is not just pain. It is resistance to pain. It is refusing to accept what is already real. It is emotionally clinging to something life has already moved beyond. People don't break merely because life hurts. They break because they cannot release what cannot remain. They break because they keep trying to rewrite the past. They break because they keep demanding certainty from a world that has never promised it. When you learn to let go, you do not lose your heart. You save your heart. You allow it to feel without forcing it to carry more than it must. You allow it to grieve without demanding it stop the world. You allow it to love without chaining itself to expectation. This is emotional intelligence. This is emotional dignity. This is emotional power. Practical Stoic practice. The letting go dialogue. Here is a simple but powerful practice you can use in real moments of stress. When something painful happens, have an honest inner dialogue. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, say, this does not belong to me. I will not torture myself trying to own it. Then say, what does belong to me right now? Maybe it's your next step. Maybe it's your attitude. Maybe it's your patience. Maybe it's your discipline. Maybe it's your courage. Maybe it's your ability to simply breathe and stand still. Focus there. Place your emotional energy there. Because that is where your power lives. And you will begin to feel grounded again. Letting go gives you back your life. When you stop fighting for control you never had, you reclaim something precious. Your life, your time, your peace, your mental space, your emotional energy.
You begin to live more in the present. Instead of replaying the past endlessly, you begin to act with clarity. Instead of reacting with fear, you begin to walk lighter without the weight of imaginary control chains. Life does not become perfect, but you become sturdier, more real, more alive, more capable of handling life as it is. And that is far more powerful than forcing life to be what it cannot always be.
The courage to live without guarantees. Letting go requires something deeper than technique. It requires courage. Courage to live in a world that does not guarantee outcome. Courage to move forward without certainty. Courage to care deeply, even when you might lose. Courage to try, even when success is not promised. Most people are not afraid of effort. They are afraid of uncertainty. They fear the feeling of not knowing. They fear losing control. They fear disappointment. So they cling. They hold tight, they overthink, they refuse to release. They choose emotional suffering over emotional vulnerability. But Stoic strength is different. It is the courage to say, I will step into life fully, openly, bravely. Even though I know nothing is guaranteed. That is not recklessness. That is maturity. Weakness needs control to feel safe. Strength learns to stand without it. The formula of Stoic acceptance. Let's make this incredibly clear and usable in real life. Letting go without weakness follows a simple formula. 1. Do what is yours to do. Put in effort. Build skill. Prepare. Act with responsibility. Live with discipline. Release what is not yours. Release other people's decisions. Release the uncontrollable. Release the illusion that the universe owes you a result. Respond wisely to whatever happens. If things go well, stay humble. If things go wrong, stay grounded. If life hurts, stay compassionate with yourself. If things change, adapt. Continue forward. Do not freeze, do not collapse. Do not disappear into self-pity. Stand, adjust, grow. This is the practice. This is the discipline. This is the way. Acceptance is a daily discipline, not a one-time lesson. Letting go is not something you understand once and never struggle with again. It is something you practice over and over, across seasons of life. There will be days you do it well. There will be days you forget. There will be days life hits harder than you expected. There will be days emotions overwhelm you again. That's okay. Being stoic does not mean you never fall. It means you learn to rise with understanding. You remind yourself, I will not try to control what is not mine. I will focus on what is. Over time, this becomes part of who you are. Not forced, not artificial, just natural strength. The peace that follows when you truly learn to let go without giving up. You begin to experience a rare form of peace. Not a fragile peace that exists only when life is perfect. Not a shallow peace built on pretending not to care. But a deep peace that lives alongside effort, responsibility, emotion, and courage. A peace that stays with you in good days and difficult days. A peace that does not depend on outcomes. A peace that comes from clarity. Clarity about what belongs to you and what does not. Clarity about where to place effort and where to release attachment. Clarity that your worth does not depend on things outside your control. This peace is strength. This peace is power. This peace is freedom. Practical closing exercise for episode 2. Over the next few days, try this simple Stoic routine. When something stresses you, ask, is this in my control? If the answer is no, say calmly, this is not mine to control, I release it. And immediately ask, what is mine right now? Your response, your next step, your attitude, your boundaries, your courage. Place your energy there. Do this consistently, slowly. You will feel lighter, calmer, clearer, stronger. Not because life changed, but because you did. Transition toward episode 3. In episode 1, you learned Shuva, what you control, Shuva, what you cannot control. In episode 2, you learned Shuva, how to let go without collapse, Shuva, how to accept reality without losing strength. Now comes the next stage. If you are releasing what you cannot control, you must now learn to master what is yours to control. Your inner world, your thoughts, your emotional responses, your interpretation of events, your self-discipline. Because the greatest battlefield is not outside, it is inside you. And in episode 3, we will step directly into that battlefield. We will learn how to master the mind, how to control the internal dialogue, how to respond wisely instead of reacting impulsively. We will learn how to build the kind of strength that nothing outside of you can easily shake. The journey continues.
Episode 3. Mastering your inner world. The only battlefield that truly belongs to you. In episode 1, you learn to separate what you control from what you don't. In episode 2, you learn to let go without becoming weak. Now we enter the most important part of this journey. If you are letting go of what isn't yours, you must now master what is yours. Your thoughts, your responses, your interpretation, and your inner voice. This is your true battlefield, and it is the only place where real control exists. Enough. Events don't break you. Your interpretation does. Two people can face the same moment. One collapses, the other grows stronger. The difference is not the situation. The difference is the story the mind tells. Life doesn't automatically destroy peace. It is the mind's reaction that does. So if you want strength, you must train the mind. Your mind needs training. An untrained mind overthinks, assumes worst-case scenarios, relives pain, creates unnecessary fear. A trained mind pause, evaluates, chooses, responds wisely. You cannot stop thoughts from appearing, but you can choose whether to feed them or let them pass. That is control. The power of the pause. Between every event and your reaction, there is a small space. Inside that space lies freedom. Reaction is slavery. Response is power. Train yourself to pause, breathe, observe, then choose. This single habit will change how you experience life. Awareness first, then direction. You cannot control a mind you do not observe. So begin with noticing. What is my mind doing right now? Is it catastrophizing, panicking, judging too quickly, creating stories with no proof? Once you see it, you regain leadership, then guide it. Principle over emotion. Feelings are real, but they are not commands. Don't build your life on emotional storms. Build it on principles. Who do I want to be right now? What is the wise response? What aligns with strength, not fear? Act from character, not impulse. That's emotional maturity. Change your inner voice, change your strength. Your self-talk shapes your reality. Weak inner voice, I can't handle this. This always destroys me. I'm helpless here. Strong inner voice, I can't handle this. I've survived before. I control my response. I will face this with dignity. Your words build your inner world. Choose them intentionally. Practical Stoic training. Use these daily. In the pause rule, before reacting, breathe 3 slow breaths. That inner question ask, is this thought helping me or hurting me? If it helps, keep it. If it harms, release it. 3 freeing difficulty, say, this is not only pain, this is training. I am not controlled by circumstances. I am guided by character. This grounds you. Real peace starts inside. As you practice, you'll notice less panic, less emotional chaos, more clarity. Life outside may still be unpredictable, but inside, you become stable, calm, present, unshaken. This is not denial of emotion. This is emotional leadership, preparing for episode 4. So far you've learned. Episode 1, be what belongs to you versus what doesn't. Episode 2, be letting go without collapsing. Episode 3, mastering your inner responses. Now the next step. How do you live this every day? How do you turn this into lifestyle, discipline, identity? In episode 4 we learn, living free, no matter what happens, integrating Stoic control into real life living. The journey continues. Episode 4, living free no matter what happens. Turning Stoic clarity into a way of life. You now understand 3 essential things. Episode 1, what belongs to you versus what doesn't. Episode 2, letting go without becoming weak. Episode 3, mastering your inner world. Now comes the real challenge. How do you live this every day? Not just as philosophy, but as identity, discipline, and lifestyle. This episode is about turning knowledge into daily strength. Life will not become perfect, but you will become stronger. Even with Stoic wisdom, life will still present. Uncertainty, loss, change, unfairness, unexpected difficulty. Stoicism does not promise a painless life. It promises something better, a steady self in an unsteady world. Freedom not from reality, but within reality. Hixo. A Stoic life is built on 4 daily pillars. Let's turn Stoicism into something simple and usable. A strong Stoic life is built on 1, clarity, discipline, 3, acceptance, forward movement. Let's make each one practical. Let clarity. Know what is yours daily. Each day ask one simple question. What is in my control today? Then place your energy there, your actions, your effort, your honesty, your choices, your discipline, your response. This keeps your mind from drowning in things that never belong to you. XO, show up with integrity. Strength is not built in dramatic moments, it is built in daily consistency. A Stoic commits to showing up, doing what matters, living aligned with values, honoring responsibility, keeping standards, practicing self-control, not because the world guarantees reward, but because character itself is the reward. Live in a way you respect. That is power. Acceptance, meet reality without panic. You prepare, you act, you do what is right. Then life responds however it responds, and whatever happens you say, I will meet this with dignity. I will not fight what already is. I will respond, not collapse. Acceptance is not defeat. Acceptance is alignment with truth, and truth is a better foundation than illusion. It's so. Forward movement, keep living. Do not freeze, do not become bitter, do not become cynical, do not give up even when things are uncertain. Keep moving forward. One step of effort, one act of courage, one decision rooted in character. Life honors movement. Strength grows through motion. A Stoic continues. This is how freedom feels. When you live this way, something shifts. You no longer need everything to go right to feel okay. You no longer collapse when things don't follow your plan. You no longer live emotionally dependent on outcomes. Instead, you live from stability, not desperation. Calm, steady, self-led. This is not coldness. This is mature peace. Simple daily Stoic routine. Use this every day. Morning. Ask what is mine to control today. Commit to effort. During the day, when difficulty appears, pause, breathe. Choose response, not reaction. Night. Reflected, I live by my values today. If yes, you lived well regardless of outcomes. This is what it means to live free. You still care, you still feel, you still strive, you still love, but you are no longer enslaved by uncertainty. You are grounded inside yourself. That is true freedom. Not freedom from problems, but freedom from being owned by them. Close and transition. You have now walked the Stoic path of understanding control. You letting go without weakness. You mastering your inner world, living steady in real life. From here, you can keep deepening. More clarity, more calm, more discipline, more peace. Because this journey never ends. It simply becomes who you are, unshaken within.